it used to scare me if I didn't feel close or connected to Coizie. And that would really scare me. I thought that meant something about our relationship. And I don't know, it wasn't right away, but at a certain point I had an insight that I think really made a difference, where if I didn't feel close to Coizie, it had nothing to do with our relationship and everything to do with the state of mind I was in. So then it didn't concern me if I didn't feel close to Coizie. So there's times when my state of mind would drop down and I wouldn't feel particularly close, but I didn't translate that into meaning something about our relationship. And I tell you that, for me, that was huge in terms of the feeling I have for you doesn't define our relationship. Right? And I knew that I would always, at some point, when my head would clear, get back to a nicer feeling, and then I knew I could bring that back in. So it was sort of like we could always get a fresh start, and it didn't matter, it didn't mean as much. And it used to mean everything. It used to mean everything. It was a relationship, and we gotta talk about this, we gotta work on this, we gotta read more books, we gotta find some answer to this problem, and then to see it's not really a problem, it's a state of mind. That really shifted the confidence I had in our relationship.
I mean, we certainly have had ups and downs and difficult things to deal with, and just a lot going on in our lives with kids and jobs and families, moves,
each of our parents dying,
schools. I mean, we were both in graduate school with no money. I mean, we had lots of things happen. I think we always felt a confidence in our relationship, but there were definitely times when we might not have felt as close to each other.
Yeah.
And I think with the understanding we have now, that's just not an issue. And it used to be. I mean, we probably did used to get worried that we weren't as close.
I worried. I was.
You worried, I got judgmental. Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like feeling close to you is not hard. It's sort of like, but for my thinking, all my worry and judgments and upset, I feel close to you. And I love knowing that. It seems so simple. I've seen the truth of that over and over again. So then if I don't feel close to you, it's more an indication of how much thinking I have on my mind rather than anything to do with us. And knowing that I can leave my thinking alone and it quiets down and I don't have to do it, it just happens. And then when my thinking quiets down, I always feel more warmly toward you.
Lucky me. I just feel so hopeful for anybody. I feel hopeful for our kids and their relationships, and because it doesn't take very much. And it's so much easier than what we used to think we had to do to have a good relationship.